So it's a question of how committed are we to the things that we say that we want, because after a while, of course, we're gonna feel like there's no point of making or setting a resolution if we see that year after year we say we want these things and they kind of just fall by the wayside.
She's got a point.
Hey everyone, so we're back with another episode, and I'm Emma.
I'm Marissa.
Yeah, and we're here to talk to you about the psychology of goal setting.
Yeah, so for those of you who are doing reflections and, setting your New Year's resolutions and goals, right? We understand that, given the fact that we're in the middle of a whole pandemic, it's easy to think back on some of the hits and misses that occurred last year. And, with that reflection and that whole process, it brings up a lot of emotions, a lot of intense emotions, and a lot of feelings like we need to quote unquote do better, which, naturally leads us to say, well, I'm going to set some goals. I'm going to set some resolutions, and this is what I want for myself for the new year.
Yeah, but hold up, Marissa. 80% of New Year's resolutions don't even make it past February, though.
Child. Anyway, so
this brings us to the question: to set New Year's resolutions or not to set New Year's resolutions?
Yeah, I think that's why so many people are kind of like, does it even make sense at this point? What's the point of it all? And I think what happens is people just get so excited about the new year, and we're getting so many messages that it's easy for us to feel like, okay, I could do this. I could do this. Let me just set this big grand goal, and I know it's gonna work out. It's because we have the best intentions. Our hearts are in the right place.
Yeah, but after the last week in January, let's be honest, a lot of us just be leaving those resolutions in the dust. Like,
it's above me now.
But like, on a serious note, why do we do this? Like, why?
Boy, am I last week in January? Come on. Come on. About like the 20th things looking kind of shaky already with them goals sometimes. But it's just like we make these resolutions because we're just in the spirit of celebrating on New Year.
Buckle up, baby. Are you kidding me?
It just kind of comes with the territory. It's a new year, so let me just use this like moment in time to just set off all that change I just been sitting on.
See, there you go. The lies. There you go.
Yeah. For example, this is the year that I'm gonna get this body. But do I know what this body looks like for me? Like, is it muscular? Is it slimmer? Is it thicker? Is it what? Do I even know what I need to do to get this body? How long is it even gonna take me to get this body? Like 3 months? 1 year? 3 years?
2,000 years later.
It's like, what?
And then on top of that, it's the question of whether this resolution is what we really and truly want, and are we really committed to achieving it? So, you're scrolling on Instagram, you see someone in a really nice bikini or bathing suit, and it's just like,
yes.
that's what I want. But when you close the app, are you still thinking about that? Are you still thinking about, this body that you want and this body that you feel like you need? Is it really something that you're committed to, or is it something that you kind of just saw it in the moment to just kind of, yeah, I like that. And then just like that, it kind of just flies out.
Well.
So it's a question of how committed are we to the things that we say that we want, because after a while, we're gonna feel like there's no point of making or setting a resolution if we see that year after year we say we want these things and they kind of just fall by the wayside,
Yeah. Anyway, we want to give you the 411. You're not gonna be in the dark any longer. How you make and follow through on the outcomes that you want, especially in the new year, are heavily influenced by your goal setting process.
Yeah. And goal setting is something that's, just very personal. And it just allows us to kind of set a map about where we want to go, where we're heading, and what is the best pathway for us to get there. These goals play a role in how we see ourselves. This is how we see our future selves. This is who we want to be. So a person who's focused and goal oriented, they're more likely to have just a positive approach to their own lives and the way they go about things, because they know, like, they have a vision of what they want and where they see themselves.
So I think what's really exciting and inspiring about this whole process is that studies have shown that when we train our mind to think about what we want in life and we work towards achieving it, the brain automatically rewires itself to acquire the ideal self-image. So to acquire what you really want and what you want to be. And it makes it an essential part of our identity. So if we achieve the goal, we achieve fulfillment. And if we don't, our brain keeps nudging us until we achieve it. So it's like,
Have you finished those errands?
Dr. Frank L. Small, he said that for a goal to really be effective, it has to be achievable, it has to be believable, and then you have to be committed to it.